Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 20th. We are just going to jump right in here, Libra. You have this Lion card that says strength and success. You have this wife card. It says engagement and wife on it. It actually says bride on it is what I was looking for. So if you're looking for love, clearly there could be love coming in for you here. You have the Knight of Cups, which would be like a knight in shining armor. And you have the Knight of Pentacles, so someone is too slow. And we're going to have to look into that and see what's going on. This could also be you just committing to success. I kind of feel like there's a dream for a lot of you. The Knight of Cups is normally looking into that cup and he's like dreaming of his future life, or he's dreaming of something that he wants to create. And then the Knight of Pentacles says you have everything you need to be successful, but he is not making any moves. So it's kind of like a card of needing to make a move or needing to do something to make a move here. You know, especially if you're like working towards a business, a career, you know, something like that. I feel it's time to take action. You have the Emperor here as well. And, you know, that's what I would do is, you know, get moving, right? You know, this could be part of your life purpose. You have this life purpose card, and this is showing up in the area of the good stuff. So, you know, I feel for a lot of you, this could clearly be some good stuff that's coming up for you here, and could be a lot of success as well. Let's see. Again, you have the Knight of Cups, and you also have the Page of Cups as well. So, you know, the Page of Cups to me is like an admirer. It could be a water sign for some of you. Could also be, you know, you always get Aries every single reading I do for you. Could be any sign, general reading. But the Knight of Cups is like a knight in shining armor. The Knight of Cups is also dreaming, and he is dreaming of his future life. So I feel it's time for you to like plant some seeds. You know, the story of the Knight of Cups is that he's standing in the desert, but there's water flowing in front of him here. So if he were to plant seeds towards his dream, those seeds would grow. And guess what? Same thing right here, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is the only knight that is not moving in the tarot. And he is being too cautious. He actually has everything he needs. He has all the knowledge and wisdom he needs to be very successful. He just has to plant seeds in this field back here. So it's like a lot of the readings lately have basically said that the universe expects us to take a step. And, you know, if we just take a step towards something that we want to accomplish or achieve, it doesn't matter how big or small, then the universe will get out of the way. So, you know, I really feel a lot of us, it's like we need to stop waiting for conditions and situations to be perfect. We just need to take the step, and then things will be perfect. You know, nothing will ever be perfect, of course, but, you know, it's like then things will happen. Then we will start to see progress, right? And you have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups, you know, again, could be an admirer. Clearly, there could be love here. But outside of that, the Page of Cups, he has this fish in his cup. And we don't actually know if that fish is real or fake. It might be in his imagination. But I always say that he needs to grab onto that fish. That fish is something that could escape from him. And, you know, he needs to, like, sink his claws into it and, you know, commit to bringing that fish into reality before it escapes, right? So I really feel that this reading is saying that you need to bring some sort of dream down to earth, even the moon. You know, the moon, to me, is not a card that says stop. You know, the moon is a card of imaginations and fantasies, but there's a path straight down the moon that terminates in some mountains, and the mountains in the tarot represent challenges, but they represent achievements as well. So, you know, for a lot of you, I feel this is saying, like, yeah, it's not necessarily going to be easy for you to manifest something or for you to, you know, bring one of your dreams down to earth, but you can do it, so I would. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Justice card, your card. So definitely, I feel someone could be interested in you here, Libra. And, you know, I would just, I would go for it. You know, I also feel that this could be like cause and effect. So you could be paying very close attention to where you put your energy and what you're getting back. And I would do that. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Cups. See, I'm wondering if this is someone who doesn't know that you're interested, or vice versa, right? It's like either there's a person who doesn't know you're interested in them, or there's a person who is interested in you who they haven't made it known that they're interested in you. I wasn't sure which direction I was going there, but, you know, I feel that Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. It's a card of like happiness, happy home, happy family. So there's like a person who wants you to be happy, or who wants to bring happiness into your life. And, you know, I feel like there needs to be some moves made here, some focus brought to the situation, right? And then there can be happiness. So definitely could be love. With the Page of Cups, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, card of independence. And Nine of Pentacles is also where you give your energy. So she normally has 3 pentacles on one side, 6 on the other. With the Justice card here as well, even though that is your card, with the Nine of Pentacles, she only gives 3 pentacles worth of energy, money, whatever she's giving. She always, keeps 6 for herself. So she's always keeping enough for herself. And it is popping into my head that, making sure that you're giving in balance and not over giving is going to be very important for you here. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this chop wood card, and you also have this yang energy card. I feel like someone's very passionate about you here. So the yang energy card is kind of like the Ace of Wands. And you end with the Ace of Wands here as well. And so I feel that there could be a person who's really passionate about you. The chop wood card just says get to work. And the whole entire reading, this whole entire reading is basically saying, if you take that first step, you will be successful, but not until that point. So, I feel like you really have to take that first step towards something new that you're creating. Ace of Wands at the end basically says the same thing. You have the Four Swords, Two of Swords, and the Moon. The Four Swords is a card of resting, relaxing, recovering, and healing. So I feel like you've been going through a period of like resting, relaxing, recovering, and healing. And you've been praying for blessings. There's a person right here who's blessing another person in this stained glass window. So I feel like there are blessings, it's like there are blessings you've been praying for that are coming in for you, but I also feel like you need to get up and take action. The Four Swords, he's just laying there doing nothing, and so there is clearly a need to take action. I think that this could be part of the problem, along with the Moon card, by the way, but the Two of Swords, she is only seeing 2 ways of doing things when there is a third place solution right here. I always say that Two of Swords is my card of third place solutions. I believe that third place solutions will probably save the world at some point. So third place solutions are everybody right now is thinking this or that for every single issue that exists. But there's probably a third option for everything that exists that is better. It's like, really, I don't have any good examples. Doesn't matter. The whole point is if you are coming up with solutions, or if a solution to a problem pops into your head that is completely different than anything you've done before, I would explore that option because, again, third place solutions are probably going to save the world. So I would look into that. This can also just ask you to look at things from a new perspective because, again, that's how you could discover a third place solution to anything that you're dealing with. But I really feel kind of just like seeing that there are other options is going to be important for you with this Two of Swords. And also trusting your intuition. She has that blindfold on. She needs to trust her intuition. So that's what I would do there. With the Moon, again, not being able to see the finish line is what's popping into my head. So it's like you might have a general idea of something that you would like to have, with the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups as well. It's like you have this big dream, but like how do you get there might be part of the mystery with the Moon card. And what does the finish line look like, right? And the Moon says you need to just take action anyway. It says like don't worry too much about the small details. Just start working in that direction. The Moon doesn't stay up forever, right? We go from the Moon to the Sun. So the Sun eventually comes out and, it kind of says that you won't always not know what to do, right? So I feel like it's time for you to take action. Let's see. With the Four of Swords, you have the Two of Cups. Perfect match coming in for you. So, if you want love, definitely could be a very solid love connection. Here. Could be your Emperor or your Empress. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like it could be a very solid connection coming in. With the Two of Swords, you have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is about going on an adventure. So, I feel it is time for you to go on some sort of new adventure here. The Knight of Wands, I think I said Knight of Swords, but Knight of Wands is also a mystery. He has these pyramids back here, and they represent a mystery or not knowing what to do. The Knight of Wands is very spontaneous, but he's like willing to be spontaneous. He doesn't need things to go a certain way. And I feel that here, where this reading is saying whatever you're trying to accomplish, being more flexible is going to be the thing that actually leads to success. With the Moon, you have the Hierophant. Definitely could be a person that you marry coming in for you. This is also a card of manifesting something on Earth, which this whole entire reading is kind of like about bringing your dream down to Earth. The Hierophant is the bridge between the heavens and the earth. So he kind of is able to communicate with both sides, and he brings his dream. He can bring something from the, kind of like the universe down to earth. But he also kind of represents needing to think outside the box sometimes. And so I feel for a lot of you Libra people, it would be a good time to think outside the box, just based off the cards that are here. Coming up with other ways of doing things, thinking about other ways of doing things, coming up with third place solutions, things like that, are going to be very beneficial for you for sure. Next in the area of what's coming towards you. You have this Canary Spirit says, sing your own song. You have this Deer Spirit says, bring a gentle touch. So again, I feel for the bring a gentle touch card, by the way, this card is kind of like the Empress. So, you have the Emperor in this row. The Canary Spirit is about kind of like doing your own thing. So it is kind of weird that a lot of people this week have had these messages of like needing to do your own thing. Don't worry too much about what other people are saying about your life and stuff like that. Like, do your own thing. I also feel that bringing a gentle touch will be good for you. You have the Ten of Wands, the Emperor, and the Queen of Cups. Ten of Wands is carrying a heavy burden. So I feel that you've been burdened or you've experienced a lot of burdens in your life. But personally, I like the Ten of Wands. He has planted those 10 wands, and yeah, it's been a lot of work, but he's about to reach his home here, and the card itself says that he is about to have a harvest. So I feel that you are about to have a harvest in some area of your life, and wouldn't even worry about it, You have the Emperor. The Emperor is about taking action, which I also think is super important for you at this time. Taking action on whatever this dream is going to be important. But I also feel there could be a person who's like helping you. This might not be only be love, by the way. This could be like a mentor, someone you look up to that could be helping you on this moon journey where it's like you don't know exactly where to go, but you're going anyway. You have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups says follow your heart at this time, which I think is super important. I think everybody is being guided to, embrace their feelings. Like if your heart is telling you to do something, move in the direction of your heart. And even this card here, this bring a gentle touch card says that you should also kind of like, follow your heart. I feel like your heart is telling you to do something. I really think that this is partially Uranus and Taurus and Jupiter and Taurus right now. I think that energy is encouraging people to, follow their heart more or less. Really, I think it's encouraging people to create more freedom in their lives, but this could be through, following their heart basically. But let's see. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It's a card of defending your position at the top of the hill. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be kind of like defending yourself or protecting yourself with the Seven of Wands. I also feel that for a lot of you, that you're putting up boundaries against things that, just don't serve you or anything that, excuse me, anything that gets in your way. I feel like you're putting boundaries up against those things. With the Emperor, you have the Two of Swords. Again, yes, there could be a person here. This Emperor could be a person that is helping you to kind of like see a new perspective or is helping you to find, that third place solution, and so, don't be afraid of those kind of like wacky, unique ideas, right? With the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, she really needs to get to this island, this island behind her. It's somewhere she's never been, but she's fearing that she's going to be hurt by these rocks in the water. But if she put her swords down, if she took her blindfold off, she would see that it's low tide and she could easily walk to that island that's behind her. And so I kind of feel that gaining a new perspective, even though you don't have the Hangman here, gaining a new perspective is going to be very helpful for you. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Three of Wands. I mean, when you follow your heart, you automatically create expansion. But Three of Wands is another card that really encourages you to go on an adventure. Normally, the guy on this card, he's looking out at the water, and, I know it's whatever. It's not going to focus. But anyway, normally this guy, he's looking out at the water. The ships are pointing out of the harbor. So I know everybody reads this as your ship's coming in, but really, it's a card of needing to go on an adventure. Those ships are pointing out. He needs to get on those ships and go who the hell knows where, right? So I feel like this reading is all about you going on some sort of adventure, but this could be an adventure of the mind. You could just be doing things, you could be doing the same thing you're doing, but just in a different way, right? You could be, maybe you have a job, maybe you're getting another job that's like the same, but different in some way. Maybe it's like in a different industry or, something along those lines, but it's kind of like mostly the same. Same thing with where you live. It's like, I feel like some of you could be maybe moving here, and it's like you're finding something that's like similar, but different. And, that's kind of popping into my head here for whatever reason with the Three of Wands. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this life purpose card. It says, you found your life purpose, creating the life you want. You're manifesting, recognizing that you have everything you need. You have this card that says, despite the frustration, you're on your way to making all your dreams come true. Are you kidding? So, love that. The whole entire reading is about your dreams. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, the Moon, even, I think you really, Four of Swords, the Hierophant as well. I feel it's time for you to really make some sort of dream a reality. You have that Two of Cups with the Four of Swords. And Two of Cups could be love, but it could also just be you and your higher self. Two of Cups is you communicating with your higher self. And, I feel for a lot of you, this reading is just saying communicating with your higher self will make all your dreams come true. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Four of Pentacles is holding on to the past too tightly, but it's coming up in the good stuff. So I feel that you are just really focused on, creating financial security. I also feel that you are creating more financial stability in your life with the Four of Pentacles. So I definitely like to see that. On top of that, I feel like you are kind of just letting go of things that no longer serve you. And this is probably creating a more open energy for whatever reason. On this Three of Wands, I feel like this Three of Wands is more talking about openness. I'm not like getting the traditional Three of Wands stuff. It's more saying that this open energy, being open to other ways of doing things with the Two of Swords, right? Twice. That is a thing that is going to truly set you free and is also going to bring more success or whatever you want. Could be love, could be whatever. It's almost like saying that flexibility is the thing that is going to just really, create more joy, happiness, abundance, whatever you want in your life. And so, I would move towards things that are flexible, but I would also open up to flexibility, I think that, being open to spontaneous opportunity is the best way to do this. You have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new. I feel like clearly there's something very exciting, very new coming into your life. It probably has to do with one of your dreams. This card here represents out with the old, in with the new. So I feel there's definitely like a new beginning coming in for you with the Ace of Wands. But let's see what is going on for you here. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Tower. It's coming up in the good stuff, so wouldn't really worry about it. You definitely could be healing from a Tower moment. Again, the reason I actually really like this is because of the Two of Swords that you have twice in this reading. The Tower, the whole story of the Tower is that the people inside the Tower have been ignoring reality, and now they're being brought back down to reality. So it's almost like you are seeing reality for the first time, or you're kind of like seeing reality or something. So it's like maybe you've been protecting your ideas or whatever too much, and it's like now you're being brought back down to reality. I'm not sure. Let's clarify that, Tower. Yeah, you have the Four of Pentacles, which does not help, but that's hilarious that it just does Four of Pentacles. It's almost like you're letting go of things needing to be a certain way, It's like the Tower can be being too fixed. That's why the Tower is falling. Those people are inside the Tower being too fixed. They're not opening up to all the ideas, all the opportunities that exist. The Tower is Scorpio, which is a fixed sign. So, I feel for a lot of you, you're kind of like just opening up to opportunities. With the Ace of Wands, yes, here you go. You have the Star. The Star is exactly what you want with the Tower because the Star comes up after the Tower, and the Star can represent healing from a Tower moment. But the Star also, these two cards together, the Star and the Ace of Wands, really suggest that you need to open up to your inspirations, whatever you feel inspired to do. With the Three of Wands, you have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, Ten of Wands is carrying too heavy of a burden. So I feel for a lot of you, this is about releasing burdens and kind of letting go of heavy weights. Again, you have the Ten of Wands twice as well. A lot of repeating cards here. Repeating cards kind of suggest, they basically say, it's like the universe saying I meant what I said. So I feel like you could have been burdened, and now you are releasing those burdens, obviously. But let's see what is going on for you. You have this butterfly card. It says a change for the better. There you go. Clearly, the whole entire reading kind of does suggest that there's a change for the better, especially the good stuff, the last row there. And so there could be a more positive change. You have this finger card. It says warning you of a problem either now or in the future. Yeah, I wouldn't ignore things because you also have this flag card that says do not be tempted to lower your standards. So I think this is what the finger is warning you of is, things that kind of are too much in your comfort zone. That's kind of like based off this reading, I would avoid your comfort zone. Like if there's, something Four of Pentacles that you've been stuck to for a long time, it's like, can you exceed your own expectations? And that's what I would do here. You have this fly. It says period of ill health and depression. I would watch your health at this time, just in general. I'm not a doctor. I have no clue what I'm talking about. There you go. You have this hills. It says obstacles to overcome. They're hills. They're not mountains. So don't, nothing is going to be easy right now. I tell people this all the time. So you have to work towards it. You have to overcome those things. But if you do, then you're setting yourself apart. You're going to be successful. You have this. I wanted to pull more cards here because this is basically the same thing. You have this bat. It says, take care, enemies are working against you. I would be careful. I'm getting like, be careful of creating enemies here or something. It's like, I have that. I don't know what that saying is. It's like, there's that saying. It's like, be careful who you attack on the way up because they're going to be there when you're on your way down or something like that. I don't know what I'm saying, but that's popping into my head. I'm not saying that you would be a bad person or anything like that. Of course not. But what I am saying is, again, I would be careful of, whatever. You never know. You never know. People are sensitive, right? So I would just be careful. You have this card. It says doing something risky, taking a chance. I do think we're in a time where we need to take risks. So, I would take a risk to find that third place solution, right? But this looks pretty good. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.